The very first video, weirdly enough, I played this stupid game and some hacker like killed my base when I was 11, and so I uploaded it, and my first video got 20,000 views like instantly, because it was like all the people that played the game was like, oh shit, you can hack in this game. It's a game called Battle Pirates. I guarantee you no one listening.
What is it called?
Battle Pirates. No one here has ever heard of it.
Battle
Pirates. It was,
Battle Pirates.
Yeah, it was a really small game, but I uploaded that and it got 20,000 views. And that was probably the best thing that could have ever happened to me, because then I was hooked from day one. Literally, like most people, it takes hundreds of videos before you get like one view. And somehow the very first video I uploaded at 11 got like 20,000 views. And then I was just like, oh, I fell in love, and I've been hooked ever since.
Wow. So it was kind of almost by accident.
Essentially, yeah. It was that, and then because this was way before YouTube was even a thing. Like,
Right.
you know, no one was really a YouTuber. Hardly anyone made money. This is where things get fun. My first ever actual brand deal. Basically, this agent manager kind of guy that represents Quid called me and was like, hey, we'll give you $5,000 for a video, which was insane at the time. Just I make a video and I get $5,000. And I remember this vividly because I'm just standing in my driveway and I'm like, no, I want $10,000. And he's like, 5,000. I'm like, no, I want 10,000. I just want to walk out my front door and go give it to a homeless person. And he's like, really? 9, 10. I'm a YouTuber. I mean, you can see the camera. And so it's a series where I just, you know, be nice and just give people some help. So if you want to take it, it's about $10,000. I'm not joking.
Yeah, right.
No, you talking.
No, I'm not.
It's real.
Yeah, I swear. No, I don't like. Around that time is where I bought my first designer clothes, like shirts that cost $1,000, which is stupid. And I even bought like a nice car back then as well, because I thought expensive materialistic objects made you cool back then. But then once you have a nice sports car, you realize like it's cool, but like if you have Crohn's or if you have other issues, they don't just go away because you have a nicer car. And to me, a lot of that stuff was overrated. So I got rid of it all and realized like that's just not what makes me happy.
How many income sources you have?
That's an interesting one. Well, let's see. We have Beast Burger, Feastables. We have a company where we dub channels, which runs our MrBeast Espanol and stuff like that. We do that for other people. We have MrBeast, MrBeast Gaming, Beast Reacts. Yeah, merch as another one. Honestly, I'd have to like open my bank account and look through it. Like we built this app where we had people put their finger on the app. Yeah, so we're building other apps in the future.
What would you say your main source of income is? If you were to pick one thing.
Gosh, Beast Burger has done over 100 million in sales.
Wow.
And obviously it's grown a lot bigger since then. One thing that I like that helped me is you're crazy until you're successful, then you're a genius. And I think for a lot of people, when you know you're grinding as a small channel, people think you're too obsessed, you're a weirdo, stop only making videos, like get a life, be realistic. I mean, people will convince you you're out of your mind for wanting to do this, but then once you're successful, they're like, yo, your drive, your tenacity was great. But it's like, yeah, well, where was that back then? Any of you listening, if you, especially if you have 0 views on your channel, your first video is not going to get views, period. It's not. Your first 10 are not going to get views. I can very confidently say that. So stop sitting there and thinking for months and months on end, and just get to work and start uploading. Like all you need to do, this applies to people who have not uploaded videos but have dreams of being a YouTuber, is make 100 videos and improve something every time. Do that. And then on your 101st video, we'll start talking, like maybe you can get some views, but you know, your first 100 are gonna stop. There are very freak cases like Liza Koshy or Emma Chamberlain who have really good personalities and it doesn't take them as many videos. And it's just like people who are 7'5" and making the NBA. Like, yes, there are freak cases you can find, but for the average person like us, you know, who don't have these exceptional personalities and, you know, backgrounds in filmmaking, just make 100 videos, improve something each time, and then talk to me on your 101st video.
Well, the improve something each time is the tricky one. How do you improve something each time?
The second one, just, I don't know, put more effort into the script. The third one, try to learn a new editing trick. The fourth one, try to figure out a way that you can have better inflections in your voice. The fifth one, try to, you know, study a new thumbnail tip and implement it. The sixth one, try to figure out a new title. There's infinite ways. That's the beauty of content creation online. There's literally infinite ways, from the coloring to the frame rate to the editing to the filming to the production to the jokes to the pacing to every little thing can be improved, and they can never not be improved. There's literally no such thing as a perfect video.
What's the best advice you've ever gotten?
I think one thing that I like that helped me is you're crazy until you're successful, then you're a genius. And I think for a lot of people, when you're grinding as a small channel, people think you're too obsessed, you're a weirdo, stop only making videos, like get a life, be realistic. I mean, people will convince you you're out of your mind for wanting to do this, but then once you're successful, they're like, yo, your drive, your tenacity was great. But it's like, yeah, well, where was that back then? You know what I mean? I didn't get that when I was a small channel. And so I think you're crazy until you're successful, then you're a genius.
When I tipped a pizza delivery guy 10 grand, the next day he came back and I was just like, oh God, was he gonna ask for more money? I was like, fuck. I opened the door and he just started crying. And he was like, I didn't even think this money was real. And he's like, I just took tomorrow off work and I haven't seen my kids in so long because I work every day. And like, I just got to spend a day with my daughter. And he's just like, this is the greatest day of my life. I'm so happy. And I was like, oh, wow. And then he hugged me and he's crying and tears are going down my shirt. And I'm like, I don't even know what to like do. I was just like, wow. Like, even I'm tearing up a little bit just thinking about it.
Bodybuilders will be like, just go to the gym, be disciplined. I'm disciplined, go to the gym. But I would argue for those people, it's like, it's not even discipline. They just enjoy weightlifting, right? There are people who are jacked, but they don't make much money or run a business, right? If they're that disciplined, they would be hitting every area of their life. They just really like business. And then there's people like me who just, to an extreme level, love building companies, right? It's not even discipline for me. It's just in my blood. It's what I wake up. I don't think about it. I don't push myself. I don't need to watch a fucking motivational video to go work. I just do it. It's programmed in me at this point. And I couldn't imagine a world where I don't wake up and do it every day.
It's just like, if you wake up and every day you obsess over something and you live and breathe it, and that's what you think about, that's what you do, that's what you study on and off, that's what you stay up every night grinding, and no one else even gives a flying fuck about it, it's like, you just feel like a weirdo. We agreed not to drink, we didn't do drugs, like we didn't date, we didn't do anything. We just literally obsessed from the time we woke up to the time we went to bed. That's literally all we did. I didn't want to go to college. I don't care. But I sure you should. I'm not saying it's bad, blah, blah, blah. But for me, I hate school. I hate it. I just want to make YouTube videos. That's all I ever want to do. That's all I ever wanted to do. But I didn't have the best grades in school. Didn't really have a job. I wasn't making enough after I graduated high school. So my mom was just like, either you go to college or you move out. Like, you're not going to live here and not go to college. Whatever. She wants what's best for me. It's not her being mean. It's like, obviously she didn't think this magical YouTube thing would work out. So she's like, you got to have some type of future. You can't just bet it all on the internet forever till you die. And, so I need to say the story in a way where it doesn't make my mom sound mean. Cause like, she did it cause she loves me. But, so I go to college. It's community college. It's not that expensive, whatever. And I just couldn't stand it, man. It made me just so depressed. I hate it. I just want to be a YouTuber. That's it. And so after 2 weeks, literally just 2 weeks, I just stopped going. But I didn't have enough money to move out. I wasn't making anything. So I just didn't tell my mom. And then I would act like I was going to college, and then I would like just sit in my car in the college campus and just work on videos or edit or just work on a script or something. And then I'd come home and I'd be like, hey mom, college is great. And then I'd keep working, and
that can't last for that long.
Yeah. No, and thankfully I don't remember what happened. I remember sitting in like on the stairs in front of one of the college classrooms. I was like talking to James, one of the people you met, and I was like, yo, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but like I've just been grinding every hour of the day, and I just pay like 20 grand a month. I was like, I'm ready to like tell mom that I'm failing every class and move out tomorrow. He's like, okay. And I picture that. I was so obsessed. I'm telling you, it is unhealthy. Helps. There's not a single person on the planet that's been more obsessed at the same time span as me, because it's physically impossible. Almost every hour of the day. That's what I was doing. In math class, English class, in any class, any time of the day, I was thinking about YouTube nonstop the last 10 years.
What's your number right now?
It's so crazy I don't even want to say it, because it's just, I'm thinking where I want to be. Like, if we have a mobile game company and I can just, we got 100 million people playing it, and we got 1,000 physical Beast Burgers, and Feastables is in 20,000 stores, and we
So
have
then it's not crazy. Say, what's the number that's going to take?
It's going to sound dumb, but like, probably like 10 billion, 20 billion.
At least.